Students, welcome to our online classes. We had started chapter 6 from class 7th, Weather and Climate. This is part 2 from the same chapter. In the previous class, we discussed about weather and climate. Weather is ever changing element of our environment, or it is day to day change in the atmospheric condition. And what is climate? Climate refers to the average weather condition prevailing at a place recorded over a long period of time, usually 30 years or more. So this is all about weather and climate. Let's start today's topic. Temperature. What is temperature? The temperature is a measure of the degree of hotness or coldness of an object. So temperature measures the hotness and coldness of an object. The maximum temperature of the day occurs in afternoon as the earth gets heated by the sun. This is very important part. The maximum temperature recorded at afternoon. At night, as the sun rays do not fall at a place, it cools down, thereby bringing down the temperature. And minimum temperature occurs early in the morning, basically in 4 a.m. at 4 a.m. So we record maximum temperature at the day and minimum temperature in early morning. The temperature of the air can be measured with the help of thermometer. The special thermometers are called as maximum and minimum thermometers. So for maximum and minimum for recording, we record maximum and minimum temperature with help of special thermometers, which are maximum and minimum thermometers. Atmospheric temperature. The main source of heat on the earth is the sun, and the heat and light received by the sun is called solar radiation. The atmospheric temperature refers to the degree of hotness or coldness of a air. So the sun is the main source of heat and energy, and it continuously radiates heat energy, and this radiate heat energy is known as solar radiation. A very small amount of solar radiation reaches the earth's surface. This is called insolation. So the earth's surface absorbs maximum solar radiation during the day. So at a night, the heat which was absorbed during the day is radiated back, and that is known as terrestrial radiation. And the amount of solar energy received by the earth is called insolation. And the word insolation has been derived from incoming solar radiation. The earth absorbs maximum solar radiation during the day, and the radiated back the energy, the heat and radiated back to the atmosphere is known as terrestrial radiation. Listen to this carefully, student. The radiated heat energy is known as solar radiation. The amount of solar energy received by the earth is called insolation, and the solar energy radiated back is known as terrestrial radiation. Distribution of temperature on the earth. The amount of insolation received on the earth surface is not the same. It goes on decreasing from equator to the poles, and the earth is divided into three heat zones. There are three heat zones of the earth: torrid zone, temperate zone, and frigid zone. Torrid zone, temperate zone, and frigid zone. Torrid zone. Torrid zone located in northern hemisphere. It is located between equator and Tropic of Cancer. Look at this. Tropic of Cancer 23.5 and equator. So torrid zone is located between Tropic of Cancer and equator. This is torrid zone, and torrid zone receives, this is sun, and torrid zone receives maximum insolation. And what is insolation? The amount of solar energy received by the earth is known as insolation. So torrid zone receive maximum solar radiation. And sun rays are almost vertical throughout the year, and this part is the hottest part of the earth. This is torrid zone. Next is temperate zone. This is temperate zone. This is temperate zone. And temperate zone lies between Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle. This is Tropic of Cancer and this is Arctic Circle. 23.5 to 66.5 north to south. So this receives moderate insolation. Why moderate insolation? Because sun rays are directly affect on torrid zone, and on temperate zone the sun rays are slanting. Slant कर रही है, that's why यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है कि the amount of sun rays है वो थोड़ा कम है, moderate है. This region enjoys moderate temperature, neither too cold, neither too hot. And next one is frigid zone. Frigid zone located between Arctic Circle and North Pole. This is North Pole and this is Arctic Circle. So Arctic Circle at 66.5 north and pole to 90 degree. This again sun, and this zone receive minimum insolation. Maximum insolation is there at equator and minimum insolation at frigid zone. Why? Sun rays are slanting here, and this part is frigid zone is the coldest part of the earth. This is hottest part of the earth, and frigid zone is the coldest part of the earth. So these are the heat zones of the earth. Now measurement of atmospheric temperature. The instrument to measure the temperature is called thermometer. It has two scales, Fahrenheit and Celsius. The two scales are generally used to measure the temperature, the centigrade scale and Fahrenheit scale. The standard unit of measuring temperature in our country is degrees Celsius. So in Fahrenheit, melting point of ice is 32 degree and boiling point of water is 212 degrees. And in Celsius, melting point of ice is 0 degree and boiling point is 100 degree. Now what is atmospheric pressure? Atmosphere exerts its weight as pressure on the surface, earth's surface, and this is called atmospheric pressure. The weight of air column is maximum at the MSL, which is known as mean sea level. So atmosphere exerts its weight as a pressure on earth's surface, and this pressure is known as atmospheric pressure. Now how we measure the atmospheric pressure? Atmospheric pressure is measured with the instrument called barometer. The normal atmospheric pressure at sea level is 76 centimeter of mercury column in the barometer. So normal atmospheric pressure at sea level is 76 centimeter. Millibar is the unit to measure the atmospheric pressure. जैसे टेम्परेचर को मेजर करने की यूनिट क्या है? डिग्री सेल्सियस. वैसे ही एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर को मेजर करने की यूनिट क्या है? मिलीबार. Now there are 7 major pressure belts on the surface of the earth. So 7 major pressure belts are equatorial low pressure belt, northern subtropical high pressure belt, northern subpolar low pressure belt, northern polar high pressure belt, and now southern subtropical high pressure belt, southern subpolar low pressure belt, and southern polar high pressure belt. These are 7 major pressure belts which are found on the surface of the earth, and we all know the wind moves from high pressure to low pressure area. So this is all about today's topic. Thank you, students.